Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
You think you're better than me, Steve?
You listen. I know you know you don't think you know you're better than me. But before we get into that, everybody needs to do us a favor. Read the disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. We have no idea what your situation is. Don't make any investments because we're interested in something. This is for informational and educational purposes only. Thank you very much. And we're not late, by the way. Matt,
we're not late. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to address something. Steve, I'm glad you're here, and I'm always excited to stream with you. But somebody messaged me. And they said,
why do I feel like I'm getting in trouble?
Yeah, you're fine. I think it's funny. People think that they're like, can you just buy stocks in your small portfolio challenge? And I'm like, don't ever try to dictate. This is a public service announcement. Don't ever, I'll repeat, don't ever dictate what I do. Ever. I will block you from this channel. I have no ifs, ands, or buts or hesitancy to do that. So don't ever.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Don't tell Matty Moolah what to do with his money.
It's Matty Moolah and his money.
Listen, you're not wrong, man.
Yeah, somebody messaged me. They're like, "Can you just do stocks? Why are you doing these options?" I'm like, dude, just because you're broke doesn't mean I have to act broke.
I mean, you tell them.
I'm just fucking around. But
thank you, everybody, for being here. Chels, what's going on? Lena, what's going on? PB, Rusty, what's going on? Ramblers in the house. Naz is in the house. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate everybody being here. So
I pulled the punching bag.
We are, it's starting to look like a punching bag again.
Is it?
Yeah, but it looks much bigger than the freaking mic. I mean, now you can tell it's a mic, but where it was on the screen, I mean, it was looking like a punching bag again. I'm still a liar. The S&P's not at 7,000. Trust me, I know. And I didn't do the silver thing yet. I have $1,000 worth of freaking coins sitting in my office. I know I'm a liar. Sunday, something came up. We may get to it tonight. I'm not sure yet. It's been rough. We had a pipe burst in one of the locations. It's been rough. A lot of work shit going on. Anyway, we had to come live for a couple of reasons. One, Maddie picked a really good company who just happened to get acquired. So now he's got to do something with his money. Have you thought about what you're doing, Matt?
I have already moved that money into something else, but I'm pretty upset about that whole acquisition thing. I really am. I don't generally, aside from NVIDIA, I don't make positions lightly. You know that. I try to keep it less than like 10 positions total. And so here I am, like it's been months since I've like initiated a new position, and then next thing you know, it gets acquired, and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Sorry for my language, but it's the truth.
Hey,
like I'm actually upset about it. Like I was gonna go both feet in the pool. And
this isn't other people's shows. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
So I can go on a political rant like Chris Patel, or
well, listen. You can say whatever you want to say. That doesn't mean that I'm going to partake. All I'm saying
doesn't mean you're going to invite me back.
But listen, I marked this off as this is not for kids because I'm not going to filter what I say. If I curse, I curse. I don't care. So,
when are you making that T-shirt, by the way?
Matt, I don't have enough hours in the day to get everything I need to get done. Okay, like I wanted to write an article today, I couldn't. It's no good.
Are you slipping, Steve? But anyway, in all seriousness,
it's been a tough month.
In all seriousness, look, Steve brings up a really good point. So, I initiated a position in Skywater Technologies, and the reason being was they're 100% U.S. owned, and they are a very small foundry. And as we know, foundries mostly consist of pretty much Taiwan. And there's an onshoring project that's going on with Taiwan Semiconductor and Intel. Obviously, if you think about this, as much as we are an ally with Taiwan, you wouldn't want Taiwan Semi to make a important semiconductors for the Department of Defense. So that leads you to, okay, well, how many potential orders is it, right? Is it, $20 billion worth? Is it, so generally when you talk about the DoD and small radioactive resistant or what do they call rad hard radioactive hardened semiconductors, generally speaking, you would think, okay, well, let me just give it to an Intel or somebody else. Well, unfortunately, you can't, because they don't give a shit about it, right? And a lot of these semiconductors are made out of different materials than your normal silicone-based semiconductors. So this company was specializing in that and was starting to get a lot of DoD orders. And not only that, but they were also focusing on quantum chips and trying to utilize different, more dirty components and elements to create it. So obviously, if you think about it, dirtier components. Intel doesn't want it messing up their normal silicone-based line. Same thing with TSM. They're very small, hyper-focused sort of market for these particular chips. And so I was like, well, shit, like this seems like a win. There's the quantum aspect to it, which I don't think is going to slow down. These guys also make the Google quantum chips for commercial. Google makes their own chips for research purposes, but when they give and sell that chip to universities and stuff like that, they go through Skywater Technologies. You had a lot of the quantum guys going through Skywater Technologies. Department of Defense was starting to basically give them the capital to fabricate some of these chips and also create some of the manufacturing. And so I was like, okay, it seems like these guys are getting themselves a nice little niche. They could end up being like a $10-15 billion company. And they are currently trading at $1.5 billion. So the fact that they got acquired at a $35 share price when the stock itself was $35 not too recently is pretty upsetting to me. So I don't know how long in advance this sort of share price was kind of concluded with, but I'm pretty upset about it because I was looking to potentially, add potentially 6 figures, maybe north of that, to this position, and hopefully take it, a couple 100,000 if it worked out, right?
So you were pretty serious about this.
I was doing some good due diligence on this, right? I mean, like people know, like I don't take Steve buys, I don't put
shit.
I don't put like 50 shares into something and like to announce it on the channel as I made a big purchase today,
When the hell have I ever done that?
I'm just messing with these two.
What? I have never done that ever.
No, you haven't. But
I actually never talk about share quantities except for when you tried prying out of me what I was going to do with Zeta. That's the only time I've ever discussed share count.
Well, I just, you have more. I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, I think everyone needs to invest the way that they like to invest, but you have more positions than I do. So it's hard for me to understand, which it doesn't matter. Like it's your portfolio. You don't have to disclose anything, but I'm always kind of curious if it's like, you're dipping a toe in, you're dipping the foot in, are you dipping, the like a whole leg in? Are you jumping both feet into the pool? Or are you swan diving, taking that big leap of faith,
Well,
speaking of Zeta,
I'm the curse.
Steven's the curse.
I'm the curse. My thinking around Zeta was, and look, I said that what I was going to do. I bought 1,000 shares. Start my position in it, and I don't know if it keeps going down. I'm buying more, and I can't time things. My thinking was, if Meta and Microsoft go boom tomorrow after hours, I think it can take the market up. So I wanted to be in it. Do I care that it's down $1.06 today? No, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, what's the worst that happens? Maybe it goes to 15. I mean, obviously it could go lower, right? But my thing is, The lowest I see it going on a downtrend, if I'm timing this wrong, is around 15, unless they absolutely shit the bed on earnings at the end of February, which I don't think is going to happen. Now, the reason I say 15 is because when I look at the chart, I think that there's going to be real resistance around there, even though it looks like resistance is more around 1650. But I'm trying to pad it. So I said, okay, I start the position here. And if it goes down to 15, I can dollar cost average it out, probably get to around the 1750 average of that area, and then see what happens. But it is something that I want to add to. I knew that it was on a little bit of a downtrend. I do think this is a mini Palantir, and there's a lot of reasons why I like this. This isn't something I'm buying for a trade. It's not something I'm buying for a flip. This is something I'm buying and holding. I think this is going to turn into my Rocket Lab as far as conviction when nobody else is believing in it.
So, what do you mean nobody else is believing in it? Everyone believes in Zeta.
No, nobody believed in Rocket Lab.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody believed in Rocket Lab, and I think that, this is going to be another turnaround.
But that's not anything different than what you said before you even started buying it. I mean, you said you were going to buy it over, many moons. You told me that you weren't going to buy and that's it. You said that you were always going to potentially DCA into it. So,
yeah. Well, I go into everything like that. I've never once made a full position off the bat because I know I don't know shit. I know that I can't predict markets, and I know that things can go down after I buy them. So I want powder on the side. I'm not one of those people that tries to squeeze out every last dollar of an investment.
I mean, people often have told me they wait 6 months to 9 months before they start buying everything that I do because it goes down after I buy it. So,
well, they're probably smarter than us.
They are. Their returns are always better than mine.
Listen, everybody's returns are better than mine. Everyone's. But yes,
I like Zeta for you.
Part of the Zeta army now.
Yeah, you got to make those shirts too.
Part of the Zeta army. Wait till you see the video that comes out tomorrow, Matt.
For Zeta?
No, my Zeta video came out today.
Yeah, it came out today. People got to go watch
a video coming out tomorrow morning that's going to piss people off.
Is it going to piss me off?
I don't know about you. It's going to piss people off.
Is it telling
me? Let's just say that I finally did it. I finally made a video about XRP.
Oh, okay. I was just like, Steve talks about a lot of things with me. So what did he actually do?
Finally did it.
I was like, did he finally move to Long Island or what's the deal?
No.
Maybe move to Chatham, Massachusetts. You never know.
That's 100% not happening, sir.
You're like, I have zero desire.
Like 100. I can tell you, I don't speak in indefinites, but there is a 0% chance of me moving to Massachusetts.
People are speculating that it was finally you getting your citizenship and you might actually be able to leave.
I mean, the last time I checked, I am a citizen. Last time you checked,
but when was that?
I mean, last time I checked, I'm a citizen.
Yeah,
I better be. I mean, I've been paying taxes my whole life.
That's true.
I'm not hard to miss.
Some people say. Interesting. Okay. Well, so yeah, people are asking, am I going to hold into IONQ? I don't know much about quantum, right? It's not my space. I know Tess and Doug are big fans of quantum. They're at the D-Wave conference this week. It's just not where I play, and so I plan to just take my money and run for now. With Skywater, I sold a $35 call and captured. Which tell me if I'm stupid on this, Steve, because they announced the $35 share price buy for IonQ buying Skywater Technologies.
Right.
So unless there's some internal bidding war, somebody else tries to buy Skywater, which is plausible. I sold the $35 call for like June for like $3.50. So like technically I'm going to walk away if this gets bought out for $38.50. instead of the normal 35. So basically what I'm just waiting for is like it eventually them because all my puts on the put side, I'd sold puts in my Robinhood. I'd sold puts in our small account challenge that we talked about, which I was able to recover a large portion of that. We'll talk about that on Sunday, so tune in for that. And then I was able to, I was trying, like I said, I was trying to initiate a big position in this. I sold puts in my individual brokerage account. And so all of those, because now that there was this buyout order, all those were for like the low 30s, $31, $32. All those basically, the theta decay was massive because everyone is like, okay, well, they're going to get up for 35. So, they're not going to 31 or 32. So a lot of those just basically went to zero. I was able to capture a lot of that premium. Like today, I closed out the $31 or $32 in my individual brokerage account. Once again, we'll talk about the small account transaction on Sunday. But the individual brokerage account, I think like I was able to close out for 70% profit, and I wrote it like 2 days ago. And it was supposed to be until February 20th. So I was able to capture like 70%, 75% of that overnight.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
So
I don't hate that. So what are you looking to do with the money now?
well, I still technically have the money in it. I'm gonna wait hopefully a few days, and my hope is that $35 call, I'm able to capture as much of that $3.50 as possible. I guess I'll get screwed if there's some other company that comes in and offers $40 a share, but it seems like the deal's like said and done. It doesn't seem like it's a sitting offer. Like it seems like it was announced and agreed upon all in one go. So in that respect, Steve, I really don't know. I anticipate whenever I do close it out, I'm gonna put it all into another company.
And that company would be what? That's what the people want to know.
It's another company that was another one that I was really looking at, and I have been meaning to establish position, but I thought it would run up a good bit.
Sprouts Farmers Market?
It's not Sprouts Farmers Market.
It's not Sprouts. So we didn't sell you on Sprouts.
No. What was the other one you guys were looking at last night? The Sprouts, and what was the other one with you and the
Sprouts was the big one we were looking at.
And then there was another one that I thought began with an S. No? Okay.
No.
A good old company called Symbotic.
Ooh.
And you had done some research on it, Steve. I want to get your thoughts. Why didn't you like it? You thought it was just from a finance perspective, it was just a little long in the tooth?
What's the ticker?
SYM.
I don't know. I don't remember why I didn't like it.
You probably didn't like the financials.
I probably didn't like the financials, even though it seems to be a lot of freaking growth with it. I don't know. There was something I didn't like about it. Probably the fact that they are a $35 billion company that doesn't make money. Could be.
You might be onto something there, Steve.
I mean, look, whenever I see a company that's 35.74 billion market cap and you don't turn net income, to me, that's a problem. I mean, it's hard to stomach that. Now, am I wrong? Probably. But here's what I don't understand. Their free cash flow is pretty big, roughly 800 billion in free cash flow, yet they don't turn an operating profit. So I don't know. I think that probably turned me off.
I hear you.
I mean, they don't even make money on the EBITDA line. So I think it was just a valuation thing.
You're onto something. But no, I mean to give people an eye for it. So it used to actually be part of Walmart, and I think it was or something along that lines. But the majority customer that Symbotic has is Walmart and all the warehousing that Walmart has, and so it started off at like one or two warehouses, then it's now been built up to 12. Now it's at 35. But it's not even just the warehouses, like the big distribution centers for Walmart. Now they're actually implementing it into the pickup line. So instead of a person coming out to deliver your Walmart, grocery order or something like that, it's going to potentially be the Symbotic um, sort of device. And I don't know if it's like I don't know if you started to see in Lowe's and stuff like that some of these lockers. So they'll have like these lockers that you can go pick up whatever you want. So they're instead of a person going to do that, they might have the Symbotic robot actually go and do that. But what it is they basically build these warehouses and stack everything up to be able to maximize the efficiency of the warehouse. So you're able to stack way more, get it way faster. You don't have to rely on a human. So everything is now digitized. Now, of course, you're still going to have some unpacking, right? So there's a piece of like the Symbotic piece where, you can have stuff in bigger units. So it's like, are you storing things to be stored in big packs, right? Where that like you don't have to break it down. And then there's also the, hey, you got to break this down sort of thing. It's like individual toothpastes that go on shelves, stuff like that. So there's a lot of pieces to it and categorizing all that and making sure it's all digitized, etc. Well, the big problem with Symbotic and the reason why I was a little bit hesitant, and I think you have reason to be to have pause on it as well, Steve, is the majority of the revenue is coming directly from Walmart with speculation and potential partnerships that they would do things with other customers. And they also have another partnership with SoftBank that is yet to get off the ground because of either they just took time or regulatory. I forget which one it was. But and I know Julie's into this. I think Julie's in Symbotic, and now I think the green something or other. I have to double check. With SoftBank is actually up and running. Walmart has expanded from like the 36 warehouse locations to all 800. So they're going to be renovating that, coupled with the extension of the more localized store usage. And then there was a third thing that was just announced of a different partnership as well. I forget what it is, but I'm sure if I looked it up, it hit me right in the face because it was a rather recent article on like the 15th. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of potential revenue associated with it. And it's competing with, just like how we have this bullish thought about operating margins increasing with Amazon because of their robotics. It's the same sort of plot, but with not Amazon, right? It's just instead of Amazon, it's Symbotic, and it's an actual company that can be third contract partied out, specifically for this. And so, very curious to see where the profitability goes within the next couple quarters, because it seems like they're at a pivotal point where the profitability will go in the right direction. Yes, Medline. Thank you. They just started working with Medline, which, if you know what Medline is, I think it's like a lot of PPE, personal protection equipment, and like health specific equipment that gets distributed to hospitals. They're like one of the biggest suppliers of hospital equipment.
So Symbotic. Call what I want to call it, Matt.
Well, Steve, I was hoping to be symbiotic with you on Friday, but you're canceling on me.
Listen,
Steve's a busy guy.
I go where I'm told to be. I thought I had my morning free. I no longer do. I have so in one of our locations, I can't get into too much. A pipe burst. Wasn't our fault. I have to be there tomorrow morning. I also have to be there on Friday morning. And then I have to be somewhere at 12. So thought I would have enough time to have breakfast with Matt. And that is not the case anymore. I am going where I am told to be.
So instead, I'm gonna go to some breakfast place. Now I don't have to be where you're located. I
You
can
can
be
go anywhere
wherever.
you want.
I can go anywhere I want. I can even go to Edgewater early if I
You
want.
could.
But yeah, instead, I don't know. I get now. I luckily I didn't book the hotel. I still have to figure out where I'm gonna be, Steve. So if anybody's
Listen.
got suggestions, nice nightlife for Thursday night, and then early breakfast or nice
I mean,
lunches
when are you
on
coming
Friday.
in? When are you coming in?
Like 11:30 midnight on Thursday.
I don't think that the Monte Cristo, the Macanudo Lounge is open past midnight.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
look.
it is.
I'm gonna look up right now. It's 1 a.m. it closes, Matt. 1 a.m.
Yeah, time I get out of the plane, hop in the Uber. It's gonna be tough. I don't think it'll work.
Oh, wait, hold on, Matt. I misspoke. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's 1 a.m. Thursday through Saturday, 2 a.m., sir. That's where I would go if I was you.
When's the last steak, Steve?
Oh, you're gonna have to call that. I don't know. What time does the restaurant close? I don't know.
Maybe
This
that's where I
place
end
is
up.
legit, though.
I wanted to go last time, and I don't know what happened. Oh, you know what? I think I met up with other people. It was for the Palantir event. And I met up with other people instead.
Yeah, you should call and find out. But it's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, do I go off and do my own solo thing, or do I collaborate with these other people that I've been chatting with forever and potentially get stabbed? And unfortunately, I didn't get stabbed. I was kind of hoping for that, but get to New York, get stabbed. It's a good story for life.
I mean, it could be. And look, I don't know if Zeta is going to be like the trade desk. I have no freaking clue. I don't have a crystal ball. What I can tell you is it looks like a baby Palantir to me. 15 straight quarters of 20% revenue growth, 19 consecutive quarters of expanding their adjusted EBITDA margins. Their revenue is growing. It's durable. The Marigold acquisition is going to add a good amount. I like it. I mean, I don't know what to say. There's one chart that I particularly liked because they have 18 consecutive quarters of scaling their customer expansion, and they now have 180 customers that are spending over $1 million a year with them. There's a lot of things to like about it. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Steve, you're the best man I know.
I wouldn't go that far.
There might be a Rocket Lab launch going on. Hold on, let me see.
Ooh.
Not right now, but
Rocket money.
let's see. Next launch. Steve makes you feel brand new. Something is bothering you. I guess they. Let me see. Let me check the Twitter because it was supposed to be today. Looks like they might have pushed it out. Good old sir.
Did you see that Energy Transfer increased their distribution?
Okay, they never formally announced it on their Twitter. I didn't see that. That's awesome. How much? Bye.
0.8%.
0.8.
I'll take it.
Do they normally do a quarterly or?
No, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I still think it's undervalued.
I agree. I was pretty upset. I mean, not upset, I should say, but I wouldn't mind what is it, still 18? Is it below 19 still?
It's like $17.95.
I think it's a great price.
Same here. Same here, man.
Not just from a dividend yield perspective that you're able to get, but actually just overall, I think anything below $20 is really good. Steve's tired from all the winning.
I wish.
That wasn't me. Somebody in the chat said that, which I thought
I
was
saw it. I still wish. I'd love to be tired from winning. I'm tired from working.
same, but different.
I hear you. I hear you, man. So, market did pretty good today. I'm still a liar. We're
What's
at.
happening?
Did you see where we finished today, sir?
I know that we were trending in the right direction for you, Steve.
Did
but
you see where we finished? I'm still a fucking liar.
what's happening?
Right? 69.97.
6997, really?
69.97. This guy's still a liar. Okay?
Didn't even touch it?
It did not touch it.
Steve, what's it like to be almost a month into 2026 and you're a liar?
You know, I don't like being a liar. I speak the truth. It was a prediction, but you know what? A prediction gone bad is being a liar in Matt's book, so I'm a liar.
52-week high, 6.99K.
Now, we are, in my opinion, going to break out. We're on the verge of a breakout, in my opinion. And I don't think that we're in an ETF bubble. I don't think we're in a bubble. I don't think the market's in a bubble. I think the S&P is actually cheap, even though it's being carried by a handful of companies and there's a lot of dead weight in the index. God tell you, I think that we're going to be significantly higher at the end of the year. And I am not scared of this market. I'm not worried about this market. I cannot stress this enough.
I'm not scared either. You want to know why? So it has been somewhat flat, right? I mean, somewhat flat. It's still going up and to the right. Obviously, if you look at this 1 year chart that you have up here, it's obviously still trending upwards, not breaking that. But one of the things that I have been trying to re-implement back into my portfolio is that call roll strategy. I think I've told you about that in the past. Yeah. Where basically you're buying an at the money call. And Gemini told me this is a dumb idea, but I don't believe in Gemini anymore anyway, because it won't give me thumbnails like I wanted it to. So I'm going to cancel my subscription because it's been 3 days and I'm getting very frustrated with it. And I even told it, I was like, God damn it, just give me a thumbnail or I cancel. And it told me it didn't compute. So for anybody that's curious about the call roll strategy, it's basically buying an at the money call for 30 days out. And you can do whatever you want, but I just think that I've heard this strategy and I like it. But it's basically, and you and I talked about this earlier, Steve, and I think you talked a little bit about it last night with Mr. Patel, which is like you're always going to have constant money flow into the SPY. And so with that being said, you know, yes, you'll have your pullbacks, of course. But if you're just putting money.
I'm a liar, man. Black Mamba trader. I don't know what to
Hold
tell you. Liar.
This man accountable.
I'm a liar.
Even Grogu's upset. Look.
Listen, Grogu's upset when his ears flop down. He's upset.
He's livid. But the call roll strategy. So basically, you're buying at the money, and then with 10 days left on the option, you either roll it to the next 30 days out at the money. So you might have to have a debit, or you take profit at 50%. So I lost 50% the last 2 times I've done it, but I was able to buy at like 693 or something, the 690 or 693, whatever. And I'm already up 15%. So we might be on the up and up, Steve. And when that 50% hits, like generally speaking, when you get it and you time it right, not saying you're trying to time it, but if you looked at that 1 year chart and you did a call roll strategy for the entire last year, think about how much money you would have made. Like you would have printed money. And so my biggest regret is I was doing really well with the call roll strategy in mid to late 24. And then throughout 25, I kind of stopped because I was like, this market's going to, take a breather. And my biggest issue was I should have restarted it when Liberation Day happened. Because I was in that firm camp just like you, Steve. Like everybody was running around with their heads chopped off. The market's gonna get chopped in half. Yeah, I was just like, stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. And of course, I'm investing in Rocket Lab at below $20 and things like that during that time period. I was I was putting as much money in as I could. I bought ramen. I was eating like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for a couple days to not spend money. Stuff like that.
I highly doubt that.
For a couple days.
I highly doubt that.
I still have the leftover ramen downstairs.
Something tells me you're fibbing a little bit there.
Dude, sometimes you got to live it. I was like, I don't need to do this. But I was like, sometimes you need to get your body, just like how you fast for a day. Reset the circuitry in the body,
No.
Okay.
No.
But anyway, that's the hope. So that's already up 15%. In the small portfolio challenge, I won't say much, but that one wasn't looking bueno last Sunday, and here we are on Tuesday.
And Maddie got a fucking bailout.
Got a bailout, Steve.
Well, look, I'm with you. Everybody knows my stance on it, and this is the reality. The U.S. does not have pension funds.
Yeah.
The two most common investments in retirement accounts are total market and S&P 500 index funds, followed by target date funds. I mean, where else are you going to put money? We are not in an ETF bubble, and you have new money coming in every 2 weeks. And anybody who's 30 or 40 should want a 50% reduction, unless you're saving for a house and all that money's in stocks. Like, you're a forced buyer every 2 weeks. Most people who invest in the market, the majority of their holdings are in retirement accounts that are in funds. If you have 10, 20 years from retirement, you should want the market to go down 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%, because you're just buying more of the same assets that you're holding at a better price and you're getting more shares. Every single retracement, every single sell-off has reversed. I also don't think we're in an economy or a setup where we're going to have a lost decade the way that we did in the 2000s. It's a much different market. What?
Tell them again.
I just think we're in a much different environment. The companies are much healthier. And this is a market that's truly led by technology that we've never really seen before. And I don't see a lost decade. I'm not saying the market can't go down. The market can definitely go down 20, 30%. There's no question about that. The difference is a black swan event going to happen? Maybe. Is that black swan event going to be worse than COVID when the country legitimately shut down?
Good point.
I mean, that's how I think about things. Like, what has to happen for the market really to go down 30, 40% and then stay there? I mean, we went through COVID. I lived in an area where everything shut down. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. So what's going to be worse than that? 22, we had inflation go to 9%. We had rates go to 5.5%. We lived through that. We got through that. So I don't think that we're in a situation where we have to worry. And dips in the market should be bought up by long-term investors. I know every 2 weeks I'm buying, and market goes down, I'm buying, market goes up, I'm buying, nothing changes. So it's time in the market, not timing the market. Now, I know that doesn't hold true for individual stocks, but most people are not necessarily swinging on individual stocks. The amount of people that I know that know nothing about stocks but just put into a retirement account outweigh the people who actually buy individual stocks. And I think that's most people. Definitely not the chat, because they're listening to two guys on the internet talk about individual stocks and finance. But I can tell you that most people in my company don't invest in individual stocks. I mean, Matt, how many of your friends and people you know invest in individual stocks versus just investing in a mutual fund for retirement?
You're my only friend, Steve. So
Don't say that. That's a lie.
but not a lot. And I try to convince people. So and sometimes it takes a little bit, and a lot of times, to be honest, I think a lot of times people are too afraid that they'll put $500 in, or maybe if I'm lucky, $1,000, but they're not putting in size, but yeah, they will for their 401ks.
Oh, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar.
You got so excited.
I'm not a liar anymore. Matt, I'm not a liar. Look at this. Print it. 7,000 S&P. I'm no longer a liar, Matt.
January 2027, 2026. Steve
Everyone,
gets out of the doghouse.
We did it. I'm no longer a liar.
Steve gets out of the doghouse.
Woo!
That's pretty crazy, man. 7K.
We just hit 7,000.
You said 8,000 this year, or is it 70?
8,000 this year.
I can see it. Steve pumped the S&P. That's right.
We got
Steve.
Phone call.
I posted in the chat. Yeah, make a phone call. I posted in the chat, everyone.
Let's see if we can get him on. Hold on, Matt.
Who we got?
See if we can get him on.
Donald? Who we got? Who are you calling?
Yo.
Hey, you're live right now with Matt and myself.
Hey, buddy.
Okay, what's up?
You can't hear me.
Guess what?
What?
I'm no longer a liar. The S&P is over 7,000.
That's in the futures. That's not actually.
It counts. It's on the screen. It counts.
Hit him with the truth, Amit.
It doesn't officially.
It counts, buddy.
Here, but
It counts. The futures, it counts. 7,294.
I mean, SPY is at 697.
Well, the S&P futures are over 7,000.
Dude, why did we just spike up just now? Like something had to happen. Everything just spiked.
Because Matt and I were talking about me being a liar. That's why.
And it just magically goes up.
No, literally everything just spiked.
Everything
That's
just
why-
spiked.
That's what. the
Oh,
futures-
wasn't Donnie supposed to go live at some point?
Oh, is Trump live? Did he say something?
Trump was live an hour ago.
Maybe that's what it is.
He didn't say anything that would. No, there had to be something. I mean, SoftBank is ready to invest another $30 billion into OpenAI. Maybe that's.
Maybe everybody's getting ready for Meta and Microsoft tomorrow. I don't know.
Honestly, that might be the reason.
I don't know.
People are getting bulled up for big tech.
We're ready.
Well, you're not a liar.
I'm no longer a liar, Matt. Now we just need 8,000 to hit this year.
Yeah, now you just have 11 months.
11 months, 8,000.
Just to touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the futures right now, but for that to break over 7,000 in the futures means future traders are getting really bullish about something.
It's earnings tomorrow. You got Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, and then Apple on Thursday.
That has to be the reason, right?
And you got a Fed meeting tomorrow.
Nvidia just spiked. Dude, everything's spiking. I think it has to be because of the preview tomorrow. Yeah.
Love it. All right. Go enjoy the gym or whatever you're going to do tonight.
Well, you're not a liar. That's what matters. That's what, that should be the name of the podcast. I'm not a liar.
I mean, I don't know if we're going to really sell that many tickets to that show, but
I'll buy
I
it.
think what we came up last night was pretty good.
717, no
I
way.
think so.
Is it 717, Steve?
No, I got 7,003.
Somebody said 717, so I don't know what the hell.
I'm looking at. That's weird. I see you're seeking alpha says 7,000. The other website I use says 6,997. I don't know why it's not showing.
Yeah, I'm at 7,003 right now as of 744.
Well, I mean, if this tracks to tomorrow and Meta and Microsoft crush, then we are definitely going over 7,000 easily.
Oh, we're going. We're going.
What
You know what? I figured out why. Because Amit has his meetup on Sunday, and the gods of the market want it to be a bullish
You know,
conference.
they made J Powell go dovish right before the meetup in Miami, and everyone felt better. So maybe that's what's happening.
I think that's what's happening. I like it.
I think so. I do.
Could be a
think
good time.
so.
I like it. All right.
Love you, Matt.
All right. Later, Amit.
Later.
You got so excited.
I'm not a liar, Matt.
Steve, give people the elevator pitch on Zeta. We got people in the chat wanting to know, or should they just watch your video?
I mean, you can watch the video. Look, the reality is that I think it's inexpensive at $5.5 billion. There's a lot of forward growth. And when you look at their CEO going into the boardroom, telling them that we're going to go from 50 million in EBITDA to nothing because we have to take 400 engineers and retool the company. And you have 15 straight quarters of 20% revenue growth. I mean, let me just show you one slide about their customers. This gives me Palantir vibes. They are scaling their customers, and they have 180 that are doing more than $1 million. Their average customer spends $578,000 a year with them, I believe. And when you integrate the Marigold acquisition and then the deal with OpenAI to have OpenAI power its models, I think that there's going to be a lot of forward growth. So I like it. I think it's inexpensive, and I think that it can continue to do really well.
I like it.
I mean, listen, it's a very short pitch.
Is it going to be, let me ask, is it going to be one of your larger positions? You're not sure yet. Depends on how much time you have to DCA.
I can tell you this, it's never getting to where freaking NVIDIA or freaking Meta is. I can tell you that much.
Well, you've had some time in that.
I don't think it'll get where SoFi is. I mean, it'll be a decent position. I don't think it's going to be a crazy position, but I think it'll be a decent. I mean, look, if it really sells off, like really, really sells off into the single digits, I may buy a bunch of it, and then it could become a very large position if it rebounds. But at this time, I don't think it's going to become a crazy position. But I do like them right here. And I think that over the next year or two, they can be a winner in this space.
You know what I was really diving deep into today? And I'm like really satisfied that I have a good amount of shares, but I want to buy way more.
Which company? Amazon?
No, although I do wish I had more Amazon. Next Decade.
Okay.
Now, of course, it's still speculative, right? They don't have any revenue, but I was just looking through, and the big drawback on Next Decade is the super holding company above the assets. There's a 13% loan, which obviously no bueno, right? 13%. Nobody wants to pay a 13% loan,
Right.
but they don't have any cash flow. So of course I have to pay a 13% loan, and that 13% loan isn't backed by any assets. So it's not like it's attributed to the non-recourse loan of, say, the assets. So the assets themselves, the trains, those have 6-7% loans, which aren't horrible if you think about it. And same thing with trains 4 and 5. But the holding company loan at 13% obviously sucks. But once you actually start producing revenue, it's like you could refinance that, and that alone saves a shit ton of interest. So if you start to think about it, and then you have trains 6, 7, and 8, it's going to take some time, man. But I'm cautiously optimistic that this thing is going to be, I don't want to say a monster, because there's still obviously the opportunity for dilution. But with where we're at right now, if things continue to persist, I'm cautiously optimistic. I was redoing if you could take on the risk, I really like it here. It's like a $1.5 billion market cap. I think it could easily go above 15 to 20 billion dollars in market cap. So if you have the risk tolerance, it could all go to zero. Of course, the company can go belly up, straight up, no problems. There's definitely an opportunity for that to actually happen. But I'm just cautiously optimistic that once the revenue starts coming in, the stock will start moving because you remove a lot of that uncertainty. And, it is dependent upon how quickly you're able to refinance that larger debt that's overarching the entirety of the asset debt. But once you refinance that holding company debt, man, you're gonna add a lot of value to the bottom line. If you think about it, there's only 200 some million shares outstanding. So for every 150 to 200 million dollars in interest payments that you pay, you're increasing the EPS of the company by about $1. And if you increase, what are you going to give in terms of EPS? Are you going to put a 10x multiple, an 8x multiple? So you think about it, just that refinance alone of eliminating $150 million worth of debt, that's going to be a $5-6 share price bump potentially. And the company's only worth $5 right now. So you're talking about a double just from refinancing some of the debt. Cautiously optimistic that this thing will be at least a $50 to $60 stock. No, sorry. 50 to 60. 50, 60, hold on. 50 times 250. Yeah, $50 to $60 stock. That's not crazy to think. So.
It's wild. None of us went heavy in Schlumberger.
Where's it at?
Broke 50. Miss Lawfi just called it out. Broke 50.
Did it really? You were bending my ear at 38.
Yep. And I only bought it in the dividend harvesting portfolio. I did not take a real position.
No, I thought you did a little bit.
Nope. I should have. I was going to. I didn't. And I freaking knew. It's just like Citigroup. I knew that I was going to do this.
You just don't. That's part of the issue, right? Like you wish you could invest in everything, but you don't have enough capital, so you have to choose your swings.
Yeah, and look, the way I think about things is it going to outperform NVIDIA? So I can just buy more. I did buy more. I bought more NVIDIA yesterday.
I have lots of chats these days with Gemini and which will soon be replaced because they're pissing me off. But I have lots of chats with, Gemini and previously Grok before I really was hyper focused on Gemini about will this outpace the S&P of like 8 to 10%. I'm like, realistically, if you were to do X, Y, and Z, what's the downside risks? And if it doesn't look right, I tweak it a little bit. I'm like, what have you thought about this risk, etc. But I would say it's actually very useful to have those conversations with a Gemini to be like, how realistic is this? Like, is it very certain that this is going to happen? And I think people, if they actually truly thought about the actual downside risks of some of these companies, a lot of times I don't think people would invest in a lot of them. But I think that they always think about the base case, if everything works out, or the upside case, and they invest only on that, but they don't ever evaluate the downside.
It's crazy.
What's that?
When you look at where they think NVIDIA is going.
On Gemini or?
No, on tip ranks. You have 41 ratings on it. The low is 200. The average is 264 and the high is 352 over the next 12 months.
So it seems like a lot of people agree with you.
That's pretty wild. I didn't want to hit that. Let's get that out of there. That's pretty wild.
Where's Steve? Yeah, I was about to say, where's Uncle Steven?
Where am I? What do you mean, where am I? I don't want to show. 821 is the average, high 1100. Jeez.
In the next fucking 12 months, really?
I'm telling you, listen, I've been saying it's an $800 stock.
I don't disagree.
See where they have Amazon. Maybe I should. I think I should sign up for Tiprex. They should just give me an account for free.
I thought they did because you're the Steven Fiorillo. What are you down to, Steve?
Me? You want me to out myself?
Yeah. You still top 50? Steve Madden.
Before I hit this, what is it? Where does everybody think I am? Where do you think I am at?
52.
Anybody? Bueller. Number 2? I wish. And I'm not trying, all right? I'm not freaking trying.
Yeah, Steve's because these YouTube videos don't play into this.
No.
31 still, Steve. That's I feel like it's an improvement. Weren't you didn't you slip into close to
I
the
did.
40s?
I slipped a little bit.
What happened? Was it what
I mean, at one point I was 16.
I know. Dude. Who's ahead of you? Let's start tearing these people down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, what financial bloggers are ahead of me? I have no fucking clue.
Oh, you gotta be
because I'm not a member, I can't say.
Well, it's not me, I'll tell you that much. Where am I at? I know I've slipped.
Hold on. I wonder if they'll let me see the experts. Nope, because I'm not a freaking
I might not even be ranked anymore because I don't write enough. Oh, okay.
You
Look
have
at
a
that success rate.
Listen, your average return is 278%.
I don't know what to tell you, Steve.
And that's pretty ridiculous.
That's only because I put neutral on Palantir. I would look like crap if I put a sell on Palantir.
That's still pretty damn good for somebody who doesn't write.
Is that better than go to my Twitter? Is that better than what my current Twitter says? I think it is. My Twitter header. Hold on.
Yeah, you'd have to check.
Oh, never mind. I changed it to White House Quant. It used to be. I need to do better.
My writing has decreased. I'm not putting out as much. I'm slacking. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 articles a week now instead of 5 or 6. I apologize. I will try to do better. But unfortunately, it's been very busy with work.
And doing YouTube, man. You've been doing a lot. Sometimes
Listen,
2 streams a day.
Keep my mind busy. You know what I mean?
I used to have a favorite AI chat, which was Gemini, until they stopped giving me thumbnails.
Dude, no. Go pay for ChatGPT. It's so much better than Gemini.
Even for thumbnails?
Not for thumbnails, just for information.
Is it just happening to me? Type in. Hold on. Let me send in the private chat what I've been asking it.
Okay.
And I'm curious. Get a picture of you. Get a picture of me. But I don't think I'm sending anything that's super proprietary, and it's really upsetting me. So yeah, just get a picture of you and me and put it in there with that prompt. And it was saying that it said that one of us is too famous, which I'm assuming is you.
It's not me. You're the White House quant, not me. All right.
I'm
private chat. All right. And you want me to share the screen and hit this?
I mean, you can if you want. It's not. It'll be hysterical what the thumbnail shows up as if it's what I want it to be. Looking good. See, like I don't get it.
That looks nothing like us.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing like us.
So it's either that, and then the other time I got.
I mean, that on the left, that looks like you kind of, but that's not me on the right.
Definitely not you on the right.
Definitely not me.
I don't know if maybe if you say make cartoon versions of us, I don't know, because like when I tried making that similar one yesterday, it made me do a cartoon version. I don't know.
One second, my architect just freaking text me about the fucking pipe leak. Hold on.
Could be our pipe leak, Steven. Yeah, let me try.
It's never easy trying to juggle freaking a million things at once.
What is that? Oh, the pipe.
Yeah.
Can you make a YouTube thumbnail? Can you make a cartoon?
All right, I'm back.
YouTube thumbnail. Let's see if this works.
Somebody had asked, what does my crystal ball say for tomorrow? In all seriousness, my crystal ball says 750 on Meta.
See, it says public figures again. Like, what the fuck shit is this?
It's either 750 or 575. Tomorrow's do or die. Zuck better not screw this up.
You think 750? What is that in terms of bump? Because we're at what, 678? Is that where it was?
You know, it would be a good 10 to 15% bump. I think it's warranted.
It never should have dipped below 700.
No shit.
So I think. So let me ask this question.
If it goes up 10%, you're right there.
Can I ask the question? So do you think it was because of the EPS hit on a GAAP profitability basis and it wasn't at all due to the flat ops income?
It was, my opinion, definitely. Okay. And I will bet the bag of Milano cookies that's on the counter in the kitchen on this. Okay.
I would eat one of those.
Because I plan on devouring that bag. All right. I truly believe, I don't even have to say that. Okay. It is a fact that the second the print hit, Meta tanked. The earnings call didn't even happen yet, and Meta was down 10 or 15%. It dropped like a brick in water the second the print hit because they only did $1.05 of EPS instead of $6.58 or whatever it was. The reality is nobody looked at the print. It wasn't even enough time for somebody to read through the press release. And the algos got a hold of it. Now, what kept it down was Zuckerberg not giving the market clarity around what they're using all the compute for. That kept it down. But what took it down was the huge miss. Now, on a normalized level, they beat EPS by about 56 cents. Their CFO came out on the earnings call and said this was a one-time impairment due to the big, beautiful bill, but it will help us generate more EPS in Q4 and going forward. And I got to tell you, I am a big Meta fan. I'm a shareholder. I stand with Zuckerberg and the management team. To me, they've earned the right to spend. He is one of the very few people that got this company from a startup in his dorm room to $1 trillion plus company. If we don't have faith in Zuck, we shouldn't be in the name. So I'm going to back the CEO. That's just how I feel.
I like it. I like it. I'm very curious to see what they do with Reality Labs. I know they're going to cut CapEx there, but I'm curious. I don't know. I've been very bullish. The thing that is somewhat upsetting to me is when they switched from Facebook to Meta. Was that 2020, 2021? When was that?
Yeah, 21, 22.
I was very optimistic that that the metaverse aspect of their business would move a lot faster than it has been. Considering
Listen,
so much money.
where's Silver? Oh my God, Silver's a 114.
I was thinking, and I looked midday, and it did like a big dildo to the upside.
Dude, this has become an expensive paperweight.
Let me see it, Steve.
I mean,
Are you afraid?
no,
of
I
that
mean,
bad boy?
it's just 5 ounces.
It's a nice boy.
And, this was like $100 when I got it.
Have you still heard though? Like people aren't buying for more than $80 physical.
I have not been keeping up with the videos that I would normally watch in that space, so I really don't know what's happening. I'm just shocked that it's at 114. Shocked.
It is impressive.
Absolutely.
You
shocked.
think you're going to cross 125, 150?
Listen, at this point, I don't think that you can go against it, right? And look at this damn chart. Does this look like a chart that's stopping?
But I'm trying to understand this piece because if you have physical
Look at that.
buyers that won't buy anything from a physical standpoint over 80, is this just a paper exercise at this point? Like, is it strictly for I don't know.
Have we looked into copper? I looked into copper last night to see where it was. People that
No,
are
I
buying
didn't.
copper right now are getting screwed.
Absolutely
Okay.
destroyed. Don't do it.
Screwed. Absolutely screwed. Hold on.
Unless you can get it for actual value.
Let me pull up the copper price.
Was it you like a week, 2 weeks ago when you and I were looking at copper? Yeah, it was because we were looking for what ETF if there was a spot one.
Let me go to bullion exchanges.
It's insane.
Do they not have a fucking copper spot price here? Why not? Hold on. Here we go. Ampex. I had it
problem that I
last
have-
night. I
sorry.
don't know why I can't get it tonight.
The problem that I have with CopEx is that it's for copper miners, which I know can be a proxy to an extent, but I don't know. If I were to buy it, I would rather just buy the underlying. Which reminds me, how's BHP doing? But BHP, I think, sold off their copper. If I remember correctly. So I think they had South 32. Oh no, BHP is also running. Oh no, they still have their copper. What am I thinking then?
A 1 ounce copper bar is going for $9.
But a pound is like $6, right?
Yeah, and a pound is $6. Like people are getting ripped the hell off.
So you're paying like 25x what it should be.
It's crazy.
You said it's $9 what for a pound or for an ounce?
Hold on.
$9.50 you said? $9. So 9 times 16, 16 ounces in a pound divided by, and what's spot?
I think spot was $6 last time I looked. I'm trying to find it.
I'll just say 6. You're paying
Here we go.
24x.
Copper price charts. $5.94 for a pound. Clearly says it right there. Not an ounce, a pound.
You're paying 24x if you buy that.
Like, how does that even make sense? Like, I'm really hoping that this is wrong, but it's not. A pound of copper is $6, yet bars are freaking $9 for an ounce. Yet silver going for a troy ounce at 114, you can buy a 1 ounce bar for 123. It doesn't make any sense. Like, tell me how that makes sense. People are getting absolutely ripped off.
Can you buy junk copper on here?
No.
That's what I would buy.
I mean, you're better off just going to an electrical supply store and just buying a ton of copper freaking wiring or tubing. Probably get it pretty close to spot if you're buying it like that, then melt it down at some point.
Let's see. Ace Hardware, copper fittings. You just have a fucking bunch of copper fittings. That'd be pretty funny. $7.99. I wonder how much they weigh. You just go in with a scale. I would just go for whatever I would look for. I just go in there, weigh them all. Because copper is copper, right? Like you don't. It's not like steel, right? Where steel is a combination of 2 elements or 3 elements. Copper is copper. Like copper piping, I think, is strictly copper piping. There's no.
I would think so.
I don't know the answer. Let me ask Gemini.
I would think so. I have no idea. But I bet you that's what people are doing. Buying copper in bulk.
I would actually be curious. Maybe that's what I'll actually do. It's not 100%. Standard copper water pipes are made from a copper alloy. Oh, come on. So it's 99.9% copper.
How many people are buying this on Amazon? Hold on.
It's like, no, it's not 100%. It's 99.9. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's freaking pure.
Yeah, it's pretty much pure.
How many people are buying this on Amazon right now? How much does this weigh?
Copy and paste it in Gemini. I'm sure it'll. 355. Let's see. It's actually pretty funny now that you that you say it.
It doesn't have a weight on it. Just has thickness. Want to weight?
Well, let me type it in. So it's 0.5 millimeter thick. How much would 0.5 millimeter thick by, what is it? 0.5 millimeter by what? By what? By 3,500 millimeter by 150. Oh, it's 11 by
11 by 6.
6 inches of copper roll.
Yes, I know everyone in the chat. We're crazy. I know.
How funny is that though? If you're like somehow
If there's an arbitrage play on this on freaking Amazon,
£5,
get the fuck out of here.
so I mean technically you'd be able to buy it for 30 at
So you're only paying 100% markup on that.
they're in those fucking 1 ounce coins or whatever.
I mean, you could theoretically melt it down, create a bar, and sell the bar and make money.
I think that's what is that what we're gonna do, Steve? Is it are we starting a new mint? The Fiorillo Mintery?
So I will tell you what people have been doing. People have been scavenging freaking computer parts.
Steve and I never meet up because Steve hates me and he lives in New York. He doesn't leave New York.
Stop it. I'm leaving New York on Sunday. I'm going to New Jersey. I only go to places that have new in the name. I only go to states that have new in the name. How about that?
Yeah, what
New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. That's it, I guess.
I was about to say, yeah, the last time you left, has it been always New Jersey or New Hampshire?
I'm only allowed to go to states that have new in the name.
It's part of the fact that he's a legal alien.
I don't know what to tell you about us looking up shit metal. It's 99.95% pure. So theoretically, if you took it to a smelter and melted it down, you could turn it into a bar of copper. Like, I don't know.
You're looking at shit metal. Oh.
I mean, my paperweight's 0.9999 fine. That's the purest silver you're going to get.
It says to be like regulatory or not regular in compliance for water piping, it has to be 99.9% copper.
Okay.
And silver.
Yeah, so I mean, theoretically, based on where copper bars are trading right now, if you knew a smelter or had a deal worked out with a smelter, you could get a bunch of this copper. You could melt it down, put it into a bar, and you could probably make money, considering that an ounce is selling on these metal sites for $9.
So let me just read at this. Electrical has to be 99.9% minimum. Roofing and flashing is 99.9% minimum. High-end electronics is 99.95 to 99.99%. And then decorative or craft, unless it's brass, if it says copper, then it has to be 99. Well, that probably is a little bit more leeway, but apparently, I guess, for the other stuff. Then I said, okay, well, if it's 99.9% pure copper, what's the other non-copper materials? Phosphorus, silver, oxygen, sulfur, and trace metals. Silver is naturally bonded to copper in the earth, so it's hard to get out. Iron, lead, nickel, arsenic, and antimony.
Oh, here we go. What's 0.14 kilograms? What is that? Freaking 0.28 pounds?
.3 pounds.
Yeah, that's not good.
God damn it, Steve. Just open up the silver. Or open up the 50-cent pieces.
You want me to start opening them up?
I mean, I don't. If you had your, are you going to do a separate stream? Do a separate
I
stream.
was going to. You made me that nice thumbnail,
Do a se-
and I don't even have the second camera right now, so hooked up. I'll open up 2 rolls.
No, wait for your stream.
No, you're bullying me into it.
I think you just want to do
You're bullying me into it.
it. Never mind. The chat wants it. Steve, how much copper is in Pokemon Hollows?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Steve's blaming me. He wants to do it.
I'm trying to open them up nicely so I can re-roll them with the same rolls because I haven't gone to the bank to get rolls. All right.
People say halves are bad luck. They make Steve feel brand new. Something inside of you.
I
see
don't
any?
think we have any silver pieces in here.
What about the second to top one? That one looks pretty.
Uh,
That one looked pretty thick. Second to top one looked pretty clean.
and now I don't even remember what freaking year they had to be. Can somebody let me know? It's like 69 and before, I think.
What $half do you want for the most silver exposure?
So this isn't good because I can't freaking. I don't have the second camera. I can't show anybody what I'm doing.
Uh, 64 is the most common.
Yep.
But then you have 48 to the 63, which were the Franklin $half. And then 65 to 70 are still 40%.
So 1970 and below.
Yeah. Have
Right.
some sort of silver. Because technically, even a 70 is 0.1479 times, let's just say 100. Even a 70 is still worth $14, $15.
Yep. All right. So this roll had none. Skunked.
And then the Bicentennial 1976 from the San Francisco Mint are 40%.
The 76 from the San Francisco Mint.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I need to get Scotch tape. I did pretty good rolling it back up, right?
Did a pretty good job, Steve. You didn't see any of them? 65, 70s?
No. All right. We're going to do one more. I will do a dedicated stream on this. I will set up the second camera pointing down so you guys can see everything. Matt bullied me into this.
Sorry, guys.
You know what's bad? You ever watch that gold mining show?
Gold Rush? Don't ask me if I've ever watched it.
Dude, I started watching it again today and
That's a good
last
show.
night. Dude,
Are they still
such
going?
badasses.
They still going or not?
I don't know. I was watching on YouTube. They're such badasses. I mean, so amazing.
Parker was a little shit in the beginning, but then he actually kind of turned into a fucking badass.
Dude,
So,
Parker's a savage. Like, he legit became a savage.
and then like people are like, oh, but he was handed to mine. It's like, did you see his grandfather's operation? It was like the most hobby operation of all time. Like he was granted some land, but he still had to get her done. You know,
Right. Like, anybody can be given a business. The question is, can you keep the business going?
he
And
wasn't
it's-
even given a business. He wasn't even given a business. He was given. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but he built that thing into.
All right. I think we're going to get skunked. We may have
I think
in
that
the
middle one.
center. There
I
could
see
be
it.
one. I don't think so, though, because I think I'm seeing copper on it.
His name is Steven. He's opening Silver
Yeah, it's a
Sleeves.
73. How the hell do I know if this 76 is a San Francisco Mint?
It has an S on it.
Yeah, it's not saying an S.
Let me
I'll
see.
put that on the side and I will take a picture of it. 72, 79, 94, 83, 74, 74, 73.
It's so weird that they would stop them in 70 and then in 76 randomly in the San Francisco Mint.
Yeah, that's weird. What's even weirder is how much junk silver is selling for right now. Am I counting change? No, we're hunting for silver. It's complete. We're not freaking counting change. I don't need to count change. For everybody that doesn't know the joke, I'm the dumbass that went to the bank and got $1,000 worth of quarters and half dollars to go through the rolls looking for silver. We have now done 3 rolls and there's no silver.
So none of them are pure silver, but the pre-1965s, which are the Kennedys, 64 was Kennedy. So basically there's only 1 year of Kennedy that's 90%. And the Walking Liberties. I thought they were Franklin's. No, Walking Liberty. Okay. So yeah, I forgot. There's the Walking Liberties and then there's the Franklins. So 1916 to 64. Those are 90%. Those are the big boys.
Yeah.
And then 65 to 70 is 40% silver. And then for some reason in 76 in the San Francisco Mint. And now apparently they make, from 2019, they make proof sets that are 99.9% silver. Which I actually wouldn't mind getting a couple of those.
Not now. That's a little expensive.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully when shit.
Oh, I got something to show you, Matt. Hold on. Let me roll this up.
Roll me up, Steven.
I mean, good thing I used to be good at. Oh, that's a story for another day. All right, let me show you this. I got something to show you.
Steve's OnlyFans.
So a while ago, I bought a freaking First Strike PCGS MS70 silver dollar.
What year is that? 2011?
It is a perfect silver dollar.
2011.
2011 25th anniversary PCGS MS70.
That's probably going to be worth some money.
I mean, at the very minimum, it's $114 right now. But
Got a point?
no, I think it's. I don't know how much these are going for. I mean, we could Google it, but yeah, I bought that just for the hell of it. Should have bought a lot more, right?
Let's check it's Gemini. What's the cheapest way? Not silver, shit. Copper. What's the cheapest way to buy copper? Let's see what Gemini says.
The cheapest way to buy copper, yeah, that would definitely be worth looking into.
Scrap yards. Okay, so it says the hardware store hack. Buy 50 to 100 foot rolls of 6 gauge or 4 gauge solid copper grounding wire. Oh, shit. This might be the way, Steve. A 25-pound spool at the moment costs $180, so you're paying $7.20 a pound, which is only a 20% premium over spot.
Okay.
Am I just about to start loading up on? And then they say CPER, which is the index fund.
I think you only
COPX.
do the hardware store one if you are going to melt it down.
Why? Because you're buying it at 20% and hopefully selling it for double.
Well, why would you buy it unless you're going to melt and turn it into a bar? I mean, I don't think a pawn shop is going to buy that type of copper. They're going to want to buy it in a fucking bar or a coin, you know?
I'd actually be kind of curious if you were to take like a copper ounce round, like how they're selling for $9, right?
Yeah.
If you were to take that and you were to be like, here's a copper bullion, what would you give me for this? If they were like, I'll give you $5, then it's like, well, shit, Maddie's going to start going to the hardware store and he's going to get a furnace and start melting that shit down.
Right?
Because then you're able to get a 12x on your money. Well, maybe not exactly 12x because you have to pay a 20% premium, but
Remember when I was talking about a couple months ago, you could go to Costco, buy gold for just under spot, and it's not, and you pay no tax because it's more than $1,000 of bullion, so it's considered an investment. And depending on what credit card you have, you get 3 to 5% cash back. Imagine if we had done that.
imagine if I was smart like you, Steve.
I mean, I came up with the idea. I didn't do it though. Didn't have time. No bueno.
We could have retired, Steve.
We could have been contenders, Matt.
Could have been. Well, you need to go get dinner. And it's always been fun.
Curse of
What
Oak
am I gonna-
Island tonight.
Curse of Oak Island. Steve, me and Mr. Patel are going to talk about United Healthcare tonight.
Ooh. UNH was down today, baby.
How much was it down?
68.94. It's a 282.
I like it.
Do you now?
I like it, Steve.
Well, appreciate everybody being here. Really appreciate. We wouldn't be doing this without any of you. Please go follow Matt. Please enjoy the rest of the night. Matt and Chris will be on at what time? 10 p.m.
That's what we generally do, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Did you hear what he was going to rename Cashflow Chronicles as?
Was this last night? I must have tuned off after that.
Get Matty to sell Rocket Lab.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Good for him.
That's what he said. All
Good
right.
for him.
Really appreciate everybody being here. Video tomorrow coming out about Zeta. I will do an opening of the coins this week. I had a lot of things happen over the weekend. A lot of work stuff came up. Slacking on the Seeking Alpha. I'm slacking on the YouTube. I'm trying to make more content. Life is getting in the way. I have all these coins here. We will do an opening, silver hunting, and I will figure it out.
You said Zeta tomorrow. You meant, what did you mean? You already did the Zeta this morning, so I posted that. If people are curious about Zeta, go check that video out.
Yeah, I have a Zeta article coming out on Seeking Alpha tomorrow that is really in depth. So if you guys are interested, please go read it. Leave a comment. I will respond. It'll be out tomorrow, I think, at like 8:45 or 9 a.m. And then tomorrow, I will be home. Got a long day tomorrow. I'm probably not getting home till 6. I will be on with Tanner at 8, and we will be definitely talking about Meta. I may do an emergency cast right when I get home about Meta, because I will be listening to the earnings call in the car. So see what happens. But
Steve, you're a good role model. I'm posting my YouTube in the chat. If you guys please, I know there's 300 some, almost 400 of you guys watching on Steve's channel. If you're not subscribed to me, please go and do that. And then Steve, I'm gonna post your channel on my side as well.
All right, everyone.
Steve, what's for dinner?
Cookies.
The Milanos?
I mean, crunch them up, or, crunch them up and freaking pour some milk in there of cookie cereal.
Because everybody, I'm posting Steve's YouTube in my video, my live. Because of the snowstorm, in case everything went out, I bought a bunch of Life cereal. Not a bunch of Life cereal, but I bought a box. I haven't gotten into it. Maybe that's what I get into.
I mean, Life cereal's good. I mean, I'm a Cinnamon Toast Crunch fan, but
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is
just
delicious.
saying. All right, everyone. Have
Thank
a
you
great
all.
night. Matt will see you at 10. I will see you tomorrow.
Cheers all.
Bye-bye for now.